Thoughts, mindsets, and belief systems have an energy that they emit. From within you to your environment, they exhibit magnetic properties. They attract to your life people, conditions, circumstances consistent with that belief. When trouble comes to you and keeps coming to you, you may not believe it, but there is something within you magnetizing trouble. Let me show you a scripture. Job chapter 3 and verse 25. The thing that I greatly feared, that was not the only thing he feared, but the one he greatly feared was the one that came. Job had other fears, but the one that was the most dominant fear, this is the mystery of deep calling unto deep. Terrorists use this strategy to attack people. They will send fear and say, we are coming, we are coming. And by the time the people absorb the fear, they become incapacitated before the attack. They will never come until they inflict fear. That was what Goliath was doing. Goliath knew that he would not win an army until he did something to their minds. If I can penetrate your mind and plant a picture and enthrone that picture to be higher than anything, even without an attack, you will die. When David came, Goliath, do you notice that the first way Goliath started attacking David was through words? As soon as he came, because he would speak to the armies and say, no, these guys are already defeated. The king was afraid. Here was a teenager who stood, and when they began to speak, Goliath said, no, this guy does not sound like the army. There was a mindset. He told Saul, he said, listen. Saul said, what credentials do you have to allow you go and fight Goliath? He said, sir, with all due respect, one day I was in the wilderness and a lion came. I chased that lion with my bare hands. I chased the bear with my bare hands. I tore it. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine? It was not his mouth that was speaking. His most dominant thoughts. You know the dominant thought, the knowledge of God. He says, I come to you in a name. The revelation of the name and the victory that it holds was greater than the sight of swords and spears. And he said, Goliath, by that name, because David knew, he said, by you I will run through a troop, and by my God I will leap over a wall. He knew that a body without a spirit is dead. That Goliath was empowered by demon evil spirits. That Goliath was not just a beast. Goliath stood representing wizardry. And that there was a force, if you dislodge, no matter how large the body is, it will come down. He had a mentality